Okay, thank you, sir, for the opportunity. My name is Ayu. I am from UNIMED also. I am actually from Master of French Language Education Program in UNIMED. So, my question is, um, for this method, like using folklore in teaching English, can we use it for like high school student? Because for high school student, they are most of them are very timid students. They're very timid, and to gain their confidence, there's we need a lot of extra work for that. So can we use it for the high school students too for this method, sir? Thank you.
Thank you for the question, and thank you for mentioning high school students, because in 2023 and 2024, before I started my research with the two universities, I was actually doing action research with grade 9 students. And for these grade 9 students, I actually created a smaller booklet of 8 play scripts which they can use, reader's theatre, within the English classroom. So you're absolutely right. Please use reader's theatre with high school students, especially the shy ones. Because when given the words to speak, it's not memorized reading, you know. There are different characters, and the characters are actually speaking to one another. And this is the interesting part. They actually understand and enjoy reading it. But when they realize that, hey, I'm not reading, I'm actually speaking to another character, you can actually see through different rehearsals and repeated rehearsals, their action and their facial expression will begin to match to show that they understand exactly what they are saying. So please go ahead to use reader's theatre with high school students. I want to share in Singapore, where I taught for 27 years, reader's theatre is part of the Singapore English syllabus. We start reader's theatre from primary 1 all the way to primary 4. And from primary 5 and 6, they do something different. They do things like debates or, storytelling or other things. But please use reader's theatre. It is a very safe way for especially the shy students.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the answer. Thank you for the opportunity too.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. I have one question. How can teachers, adapt North Sumatra folklore into interactive drama activities to develop their students' language?
Okay, first, reader's theatre, actually the students are actually reading from the script. So they are different characters with different speaking parts, yes? So one of the ways I make it difficult is with some of the more advanced play scripts, I included questions that each character will say. For example, one of the stronger characters may say, you say that planting rice is supposed to give us a good livelihood. But now, look at what has happened. You've cleared the forest. Now our forest is gone. What is going to happen to our land? So this kind of question will trigger the other character to try to answer it, isn't it? Because it is a personal opinion being expressed, and then another character tries to answer to justify his or her action. So for the more advanced, this is what I try to do in the more difficult play scripts. I don't know whether that answers your question. So in other words, if I could advance this even more, I would turn a play script into a debate, where the characters actually debate one another, and they challenge one another. And actually, they are reading from a script, but this script is real-life communication. It would happen in an argument. It would happen in a real-life office situation, or in a real social situation. I hope that answers the question.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I have a question from a student, from one the participants. Uh, he's saying, what are the benefits and challenges of using drama as a pedagogical tool for teaching environmental English?
Can I share as a teacher? There are no challenges. There's just enthusiasm that you have to manage. If there's anything you want to manage, it's the enthusiasm, the noise, the excitement. Everybody wants that part because it's the better part, you know. Why do you want to be? I don't want to be the bad guy. I want to be the good guy. So that's if this is a challenge, then I think it's very interesting, exciting challenge, isn't it? Or when I first started with this research with a university group, the shy ones will say, no, 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 I don't want to be the narrator. The narrator has to talk too much. So somebody has to take over the narrator. But my trick is, they have to take turns to change characters anyway. So this time they rehearse, this person is a narrator. But the next time they rehearse, I will have to change it. Another person will be the narrator. So eventually, the shy person will have to take turns to be the narrator itself. So if there's any challenge, I think it is to draw out the shyness and the willingness to try, which personally as a teacher, I don't see that as a challenge. I see that as a very beautiful, pleasurable duty to do to bring out the best in each student.
Are there any more questions? You can write in the chat box or message me. Yes, there's a question.
Yeah, okay. Where is this model applicable? Rural? Can I suggest something? It is relevant wherever you are, depending on the script that you create. So I have started, my starting point is folklore in Indonesia because it's a good starting point. But if I were in a Medan city, for example, like just now when I was when I was answering the question about the high school students, for the Medan city, the play scripts that I created, besides Lake Toba, a lot of the scripts is about keeping the school clean, about not burning trash illegally, about recycling and reusing. So I just want to say the script is just a small part of it. The technique is the one that we want. So if the teacher is in a rural area, then create scripts or get stories and change it to scripts that are relevant to the rural area. But if it's in a varsity, for example, let's not talk about varsity here. Singapore, for example, there is an issue about bullying. So if I were a teacher, I will create a drama script about how to stand up to a bully, how to identify bullies, and how to stop them so that they will stop their bullying, you know. So it's about the teacher being creative to create these scripts that is relevant for the classroom and for the students. I hope that answers the question.
Sir, did you answer all 3 questions?
Oh, okay. What is the novelty of it? Okay, I love this novelty. Okay, thank you very much. Drama is old-fashioned and familiar. Okay, then I say, if drama is old-fashioned and familiar, why has it been abandoned when actually it's very, very useful to bring up the courage to speak? The novelty of my research is using something very classic, because drama has been with us forever, using something very classic to link it with a very real need in Indonesia, which is environmental conservation, and combine it with the confidence to speak about the environment to stand up and speak for the environment. So right now, there is no research that does what I'm doing now, to combine genre-based approach to teach speaking, to include environmental themes using a drama technique called Reader's Theatre. How is the design of teaching material of drama for environmental speaking? Well, I've shown it through my drama play scripts. So basically, the design of teaching material of drama, environmental speaking, really is what is the key message that you want students to know, and what is the key message that you want them to be able to say. Because environmental messaging and championing the environment are two different things altogether. I am an activist. I'm passionate about the environment. But what is it that you want these activists to say? If you want these activists to say something, then you must equip him or her with the correct message, with the correct structure, so that this person has the ability to practice and then to use it in real life. What challenges do lecturers and students face when using folklore drama to teach spoken environmental English? For me, in my research, I didn't see any challenge, but for lecturers and students who are not used to this method, I think they have to adapt to it. When I first started with my research, basically, I made the students tell stories about Lake Toba, about Nias, in their original language. So they took turns to storytell, and after 1 or 2 rounds, I said, okay, now tell me the same story in English. So that went again a few rounds, and that's how I get them familiar with the situation, and then I introduce the drama play script. If there's another challenge that I recognize is, for drama to be successful, the lecturer himself or herself must also be a very good English speaker. Because one of the consistent reflections that I received in the student reflection was, teacher, we really understand every word you say because you speak slowly and clearly. And teacher, when you correct us, we were immediately able to produce what you want us to say, and when we do it correctly, you praise us. So there was immediate feedback for the production of speaking. So this is a challenge for the lecturers. The lecturers themselves must be proficient speakers of the English language, and the students must feel safe that the lecturer is not going to look down on me, the lecturer is not going to show an angry face. Instead, the lecturer is going to make it very safe for me to make mistakes. I hope that answers the question about what challenges do lecturers and students face. The next challenge, of course, will be time. Then again, time is a limited resource for everybody. Whatever method you use, time will always be a challenge. So time management is something that lecturers and students have to manage on their own. Yeah. Okay, I think I've answered all 3 questions plus the third one. Yeah. Please say something if I haven't answered your question adequately.
Yeah, I think you have.
There's another comment.
Yes.
No need to answer. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining and for the wonderful presentation.
Most welcome. And thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Thank you for the questions. I've enjoyed myself very much.
Spirit line. Yes, Kuratulai, are you there?
Okay, there is a comment. May I address it?
Sure.
Environmental English is not existed in Indonesian syllabus. How do you adapt it to be able to be applied in Indonesia? Okay, I want to correct this. It's not true. I've seen the latest English textbooks from grade 9 to grade 12. Within this grade 9 to grade 12, there are pockets of issues about environment, about pollution, about recycling. So they are inside. My research wants to point out that although environmental English is inside the Indonesian syllabus, very often they are not taken out to be practiced, to be used in real life communication by students in a spoken way. They may do written exercises, they may write something about it, they may fill in the blanks, but when it comes to actual practice speaking about environmental messaging or championing the environment, there is not enough conversation or research on this. That's all I want to clarify.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, Kuratulai. Can you hear me? Uh, Dr. Pari, would you like to say something in the end?
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Iram. Thank you very much, Mr. David Yong, and also Dr. Topik, who have presented uh, the topic from Dr. Topik about Trengganu and Bali tourism. From Mr. David, you presented about using drama in teaching English. Hopefully, this program will be continuously every month, and we can we can present, yeah, we can collaborate again for next meetings. Thank you very much for the participants from ISS and also from UNIMED students.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pahri, and it was a great collaboration. And we are looking forward to have more collaborations, like it was announced earlier by Mr. Anwar, the Director International Center, that we will be collaborating and having webinars on monthly basis. So please wait for our next webinar in May, and you'll be enjoying some more amazing speakers. And hopefully we won't be having some technical issues. Actually, it's an online thing, so technical issues definitely have to be there, but we make sure that they're limited. Plus, I would thank you all the audiences, those who have joined. And I would request all the audiences, when you join, please mute your mics, because it really creates disturbance. But thank you so much from for the students who have joined from University Negeri, Medan. It's really an honor to meet you guys, and hopefully we'll meet you physically in June or July as well. And thank you for my team, the ISS team, and the students from Pakistan, and the media team who has been doing live streaming on ISS page, and also taking some screenshots and media work as well. Thank you so much once again. Can we have a group photo in the end? I would request all of you to please turn on your cameras, and we can have a group photo. And if we can create a grid here.
Yeah, I'm from the car. Can I join you?
Yes, sir, please, you're most welcome.
Okay.
I think, Dr. Fari, if you can create a grid. I think yes. Okay, it's done from my side. I hope the grid is visible from everyone's side.
Okay, we'll try to take the photo. Okay, from
Okay.
the from the screen. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry.
One more. Can we have one more,
Okay,
please?
next screen. Yes, next screen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. And then the next slide. The next slide. 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay. And all of the participants, please give your freestyle.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Okay, good. Thank you very much.